Hello again. Happy Father's Day. You might be watching this video, but it'll be after Father's Day. But when I'm making it, it is Father's Day 2018. So anyways, what I did is I made this, I drew one of these Zentangles, is what I call them, or Zen Doodles or something like that. And you guys were saying that I should do a video on it. So I didn't make it of me drawing it because that would just take too long. But I am going to show you that when you do these, the shading of them, there's a lot of practice in shading because it's nothing but shading, okay? So I thought I would make this as a little sampler for you, and I'm gonna actually make it, this is gonna be a long video, unlike my shorter ones, where I just show you my color worksheets. This one I'm gonna teach you how I do this, okay? So first I pick a color. In this one, I'm just going to do all different kinds of colors and show you all kinds of combinations, okay? So just get something to drink and sit back and get out your pencils and get out a piece of plain paper that you're going to practice on. And then also, if you want to stop this video and go to my Etsy store and download it, I have it available there for, I think it's like I don't know, $1 or $2 or something. So if you want to download it, then you can copy it. If not, you can practice all of these techniques on a little piece of just plain paper that I have here. So like I say, get some drinks and get settled, get all your coloring stuff out, and let's have a little coloring party together, okay? All right, so let's do a blue because that's a nice popular color. So the first thing you're going to do is we want to create as much of a shading effect as we can, right? So I always start, I go light, medium, dark, and darkest. And I want this one to look like it's shiny in the middle, okay? Now there's different ways to create shine, which I'll teach you too, so I'm putting a little bit of a blue in first. Actually, I'm gonna do the whole thing. Fill in the whole thing blue, because that one's already white up in here. So I'm just gonna fill it blue. Then I'm gonna take a non-photo blue. By the way, this blue I used is sky blue light, if you're copying the numbers, okay? Sky blue light. Then I'm gonna take non-photo blue. Okay, and I'm going to start it darker here on the sides, and then I'm lightly, just kind of lightly bringing it in towards the middle. See, I'm barely touching it here, and then as I'm getting further, I'm sort of pushing a little bit harder and then harder and harder down here, right? So do the same thing, right? So push harder here, and then just start lightening up the pressure till you get towards the middle. Okay, and then start pressing harder, and then carry that color down. Okay, so darker, up to lighter, darker, up to lighter, okay? Then what you're gonna do is, let's take another color. Let's see, what color is this? Let's grab let's grab a bright blue here. This is, Copenhagen Blue, 906. I love this color. My eyes always draw to this color. All right, so start darker here, and then go up, but only just not as high. Leave just down a little bit. So put it down here. Should I put a little music on? Maybe not yet. Right, so sometimes I just like it just quiet, you know. Your brain gets overwhelmed with so much noise in this world that even music becomes annoying. So I just sometimes just like nothing but just quiet and listen to the air, the birds, the air conditioner, even whatever. Just, you know, even sometimes just turning on a video and listening to a voice, but just a nice, soft, peaceful talk, you know. So I'll just leave it like this for now. All right, so now I did that one blue, and then you can even add a darker blue to even give it a little bit more drama here. And this one is the indigo blue. And I'm gonna just start it darker down here, and I'm gonna bring it up. This picture, actually, I think when I do these, they come out so pretty. I'll show you some. I'll edit this video, and I'll try to see if I can put some pictures of this kind of style in between, so you could see what I've drawn. I drew them on. It's really fun. I could actually teach you guys how to do this if you want to. But what I do is I go to Michael's and I get I'll get whatever those, you know, the poster boards, and they're really shiny on one side, but the other side is perfect to do colored pencils on. And you could draw your own masterpiece, seriously, and you will have so much fun. I could totally teach you to do it if you want. I just need enough people to want to do it, because it's going to be a hassle to do it. But I could show you all these cool little things to draw, and you could follow along and draw your own masterpiece. And when you color it in like this, it looks amazing. And you could sell it even if you want to, at art shows, or give them away as gifts. Christmas is coming up. Can you imagine if you started now Maybe we should do that. Make that like our goal for Christmas. What do you think? Let me know in your comments. But maybe we can make like where you guys can make your own Christmas present by making, taking a big poster board, and then I'll teach you how to draw it. We can just draw along together, and we'll draw it together. And then, and I'll make mine as a gift too. That way you feel like, okay, we're all doing it at the same time, making a gift, right? And then we could draw it, and we could, you know, color it in like this with all this awesome shading. And then when we're done, you can go to a copy place, and you could copy the poster exactly. It costs like $10, and you can make a giant, like a poster size gift, and you can give it as a gift for a present, you know, and all you'd have to do is buy a frame for them. Can you imagine what a nice gift that'd be? And you'd save so much money during Christmas. Plus the gift would mean more. I know I get excited about my new ideas, but I think that would be a great idea. If you guys want me to do it, I will take the time and do it, but I have to have the, you guys gotta make sure you watch my videos, and the more watch time I get and the likes, then YouTube will start paying me money. And then I could totally do this. I'll do this all day for you guys if I'm getting money for it, you know. I would much rather be doing this, but I do need the money, and so it's not coming out of your pocket, it's coming out of YouTube's, the sponsors. So, but I need enough, I have to get watch hours. So like, even if you can in the background, have my videos playing all the way through, like in an incognito window, and so that they're just playing and playing and playing, because I need like 300 more watch hours. And then if you guys help me get that, and I need the subscribers. I already have, you have to have over 1,000 subscribers. I have that, but I have to get to 10,000 now. But I can get there. You know, if you tell your friends and we make coloring little parties, and you know, we'll do these videos, that project would be awesome. How to create our own masterpieces and sell them at art shows and stuff. I mean, you can make bedspreads out of it, pillows. You could start a business out of this. And I'll totally teach you how to do it, you know. I mean, I do it. I sell my stuff, but that's not really my, I like doing this kind of thing. And I have my gift basket and flower company. That's where I make, I'm just using the same colors here. But that's where I make my main money is, it's called Gift Basket Connection. You just type that in Google, and my site comes up, and I send gift baskets and flowers to every city in the United States. And and we can do it the same day too. So a wine and gourmet food and little gift towers, baby baskets, whatever you need. So if you ever need a gift, please think of me, okay? Please don't go anywhere else. Our gifts are awesome. We hand deliver them, you know, or I could ship them, whatever you want. But I really, really would love your support. Please, that would be awesome. Do I sound like I'm begging? Well, why not? I mean, you know, it's our world, and if united we stand, right? And if we all love each other's and support each other, what a better world that is, right? We can make this our relationship together on our Facebook and YouTube and stuff. We can make it more deeper by supporting each other. You know, if I need anything, you guys tell me what you use. I could support it. I could promote it. You know, I have a Facebook page. There's a lot of things we could do together, but we just have to all work together, you know? Support each other and stuff like that. Now, I use this pen, okay? This pen is great. It's Pilot Ultra Fine, and it's got no xylene or whatever that, so it doesn't have the smell. But see that point on it? Look at how sharp that point is. Where the microns, which is the standard, like everybody uses microns, and I use them too to draw these, because these bleed just a little bit. But the reason I pulled it out is so I could, like, if you go over your mark here, just go back in and then just redraw it so that it, you know, you want your pencil lines to be nice and crisp. So you just redraw it in, which is fun to do. It's very relaxing. And then you just go over your line like so, and then just fill it in. You know, keep it solid. Plus, anyways, on mine, when I printed it out, the copy didn't come out quite as dark as I'd like, so I'm going to go over the whole thing anyways. I mean, I have the original, but when you make these, you make yours as original, and then when you make a printout, it comes out so pretty. But these are the other pens that you can use to draw them, so if you want to order them now in case we decide that we're going to do it, I guess you just go to Amazon. But this one is a Graphic One Pigma. It's the same company that makes these. But this one here has another, again, see how it's got more of a sharp point tip to it. So like, see, watch. See, so if I were gonna draw something like this, it's got a nice tip on it, and then you can, and this one doesn't bleed either. But this one is a little wider, so see, it doesn't have that fine of a tip to it. But it's good because if you want to color in like this, like here, if you want to color in some, you know, darker areas, it's good for the darker areas. But then like when you get these sizes, this is your micron pens. These are the ones like if you want to get in more detail. So like let's say if I was drawing a flower, oh, it's running out of ink. But if anyways, if you want to get your ink started, you just kind of play around while I get the ink started again. All right, so let's say you were making a flower, right? You see how this size here doesn't, it's not as thick, right? So you want to make a flower. So like if you want to make these little lines that come out like that, you see you can make them really easy with this kind of a pen. You can make circles. It's just got a lot more detail in this pen. Like if you want to come in, let's say you want to make these look like they're flipping over, you just come over here and make a little flip, right? Make a little stem if you want. Make a little stem. You want to make a leaf, you just come out here, you make a nice little cute leaf, make some lines. You could do these in your pictures too, but that's kind of how you do that. But see that this one, now if you use the one, and they come in different sizes, but like if you use the one, you see the difference in how thick that is. So it's not, you don't get that fine of a line. So sometimes you want to put more detailed lines. So I usually have a variety. I'll have a 1 for sure, and then I'll have a 2 and a 3, and even a 1 if you want it thinner. A 1, 2, and a 3. Any higher than that, it gets fat like this. You don't need those. And then of course I use these, but see now these are good too. But watch, if I hold my pencil down a little bit, it doesn't bleed a lot, but you can see, and also it's thicker. So let's do it up against here. So see like this one here. See, this is almost as thick. Actually, it is as thick as this one here. But it's sharper. It's a little bit sharper. I like them. It's kind of your preference. And this one feels a little, I guess the word is stiff. When you're drawing, it feels a little stiff and a little dry. Whereas this one, the Pilot, is really smooth, seems wet, sort of juicy, you know, like it's got full of ink and color, and it's really good for filling in areas, but it does tend to bleed a little bit. So like, see, like if you stop in a motion, see how it does that, right? Where it gives these little, you know, here, maybe like get closer a little bit. I'll show you when I get closer. Here, watch. So see if I take let's get in an area here. So watch, if let's say I start there and I stop for a minute and I move down. If I start here, and let's say I stopped here, and then I want to start again, right? See how messy? How that does not look good, right? If you stop, so it's good for filling in areas though. You know, if you want to fill in an area, it's perfect for that. See, it fills in real nicely. You know, if you want a crisp line, it's really good for that. But like if you take this one, which is the 1, and you want to make a line like this with it, right? Now watch, if I stop and I go, it does a little bit of that bleeding, but nowhere near like the other ones, you know, and this one colors in too. So I mean, it all depends on your, I think these are might be a little bit more expensive than these Pilots. But then like if you want to take your detailed again, like these ones, you know, this one is really good because see how thin it is. But again, you know, there's no, if you want to stop here, like let's say you want to go around here and you want to do a bend and then you want to go back the other way, which a lot of times you do in these, then it does not leave a really huge dot. Like I'll do the same exact motion on this one here and go, see, and then I stop and then come down. So you can see, I mean, it's not horrible. It's just a lot. It depends. You know, you need a variety when you're going to be doing these for your masterpiece, right? So you don't need to be that close when I'm shading, do you? Here, how about, that's about a good view. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to have fun here and relax a little bit. I'm going to take a sip of my little drink. So this is more like a little party where we're just going to be hanging out. Alright, so I'm doing the same thing here. I'm just going to go through. If you don't want to watch me do it, you can just fast forward it to the part where these are all done to get to the next color. or you can just hang out with me. Sure, I'm filming in the day, so I'm sure something crazy is going to happen. Somebody probably is going to come in, and if you're going to watch this with me and I'm filming this long of a video, somebody will come in and start talking about something. My filming area doesn't have like a private door or anything, so if they come up the stairs and start talking, they'll be in our video. Alright, so I'm just using those same colors again. I'll go over them. This one here is a Copenhagen Blue. I did it over the first one, which was the sky blue, right? So then I just making it darker, and then I put the non-photo blue. So, but see how it's starting to create that illusion? It was really cool. Isn't that awesome? It's not hard to do, and when this picture is done and you give it away, or sell it or whatever, they're really, really pretty. They're not that hard, and they're very satisfying. It's fun to color these. It really is. I can't even tell you. So then we put this in here. Actually, I think I was doing the blue all the way across, huh? Doesn't matter. It's so light. But yeah, I guess maybe it gives it a little interest. Put the blue in the middle. Better than white, I guess. Just adds a little oomph to it. Okay, so now I'll put in some more blue here. Okay. Then I'm going to put in this blue. Come up to the top nice and light. And you can vary it too, you know, like as far as how high you bring up the colors and how high you shade it. You want to keep them sort of even, you know, to keep the look, but they don't have to be like exactly the same perfect. I forgot to put the darker one in. See, it doesn't really matter. I mean, the line is black at the bottom, but if you really want to take some time and give another dimension to it, which if you're going to be working on a big one, you really do want to take your time. I got to figure out if I'm going to do it, how I'm going to film it, because it's so big. It takes up half this table. I'll just raise my camera up. But yeah, I'm like I said, I'm only going to do it if I get enough people that tell me they want it. So please don't think I listen. I mean, I read every single comment that you write, and I try to reply back too. So I will read it. All right, so now I'm going to move this over. Sorry, I got my sharpener in the way, and I got to move this up a little. All right. You know, I can also do a Facebook Live. I can try. I don't. Most people aren't going to my Facebook. They're going to my personal page for Lisa Brando, but that one's always full because, you know, the celebrity deal. And there's no room for my coloring people, so I have a whole nother group, Extreme Coloring. It's on my Facebook. But we need to make that group better. You know what I don't like about it is because it's a page. It's not like having a personal one where you I could see all the posts. I want to make it so you guys could post your pictures right on there, and so everybody could see your pictures, and we can all share information, share our artwork and stuff. So I'm going to work on that. I have a lot of plans. I just got to get to it all. So see how that's starting to come along? It's starting to look really pretty, right? So it ends here, and then there's another little two more to do over here. I'm coloring, by the way, if you want to know what this is. This is one of those cutting mats. And the reason I like coloring on it is because it gives it a nice smooth surface underneath instead of just coloring on, you know, my table. The table's too hard. This makes the pencils go down nice and smooth. So yeah, just another little trick for you. I'm just full of them, right? After 50 years of doing this, you would be hoping so, right? All right, plus, when I was younger, all I did was color. It was like my thing. Just blending that in a little for fun. I loved coloring when I was younger. It was like, I never stopped. I just always did coloring. Or drawing, whatever. Alright, so now we're going to come up here. Okay. Then we're going to bring the darker one up. It's so quiet right now. It's great. Alright, so what I'm trying not to go over the black too much so I don't have to go over all these, but some of the areas still look a little messy, so I'm going to just go over it a little. Just because I want to make this one nice and perfect, because I think I'm going to give it to one of my kids. My daughter just got a new house, so I'll make this for her. All right, so now let's do another color. So we can pick any colors. Now the way that you do it is, oh, by the way, here, let me show you where I'm getting my colors here. So if you see this here, let me go out a little bit. Okay, so what this is I got it from Ross, and it's just a little turntable, and it was like $5 or something. And then what I did is I put my colors according to the colors. Okay, so this was a 150 box from Prismacolor, right? And so this is as far as it lets me expand out. Sorry about that. But anyway, so this is a 150 set of pencils. And what I did is I took all of the pinks and the purples, and I put them in this little hole here, pinks and purples, so that they're out. Then I got the oranges and reds and yellows in this one. I got my browns and grays in here, and I got my blues next to the gray, because a lot of times some of these blue grays are kind of blue, so having the blues and the grays together, you know, are kind of nice. And then I have the greens right over here, right? So and when you go in your box, you just open up the box. I know sometimes you think, oh, I don't want to ruin my nice box, but I'm telling you what, after time, you're not going to keep wanting to go in the boxes. It's not ever going to be like that, neat like you think, like, oh, I got my pencils in a box. Eventually, if you color a lot, you're going to want one of these, because you could just turn it and spin it around, you know, and these are everywhere. They're used like for makeup brushes and stuff, or pencils for offices, but just the word for this is lazy Susan, by the way. So yeah, so it's great. So like right now I say, okay, I want pink, so I'm gonna come over here to mine, and I always get a light, a medium, and a dark. Now there's a lot of choices. Like for my dark, I could pick like this one or this one, so it's just your little preference, and I'm just gonna go with this one, I guess. Light, medium, dark, and if I want I can even go darkest, but for now I like starting with the three, light, medium, and dark. Okay, so let's get back to business over here. So let's do this little guy, and I'm just going to do the same technique like this. So I'm going to put the light, oh, I'll tell you what the colors are, huh? Okay, this one is Deco Pink, so I'm going to put the Deco Pink in here. Okay. Alright, then we're going to take Hot Pink. Alright, and then bring it up to the middle. Hot Pink, bring it up to the middle. And you know what's cool when you're doing these too? If you've bought my my color combination worksheets, you could just pull out that worksheet and just look at the worksheets and use those different color blends in here in your picture. You can look at it as a reference. Actually, you should be making copies of those and like putting a 3-hole punch in them, and then put it in a little notebook, and then you can just you know, flip through it when you're coloring one of these up. They're good for mandalas too. But these are the best, because you could draw this yourself. And when you see how easy it is, believe me, if you can color with colored pencils, you could totally do this. And I'm gonna show you how. Actually, I think I'm gonna do it, because I think that by me just telling you this, I could feel it almost through the video camera that you really want me to do it. So I bet you I'm gonna get a lot of replies on it. So I'm gonna start it. I even have a piece of color board here, so I could start it today. Actually, today's Father's Day. I'm not doing anything, so I actually could start it. I'm gonna post this video today, and then we'll see how many of you want me to do the other one. See how cool that looks? And then if we want to even go darker, I'm just gonna go into my little box here and grab this dark purple, and I'm just gonna put some of that dark purple in here. Give it a little bit of a dimension to it, right? A little bit more of a extremeness. You know I like that. That's why these are so fun, because you could do some wild combinations of color. I might teach us really cool patterns and stuff to you. It's going to be fun for me too, you know. I like doing different things. Plus, when you make it yourself, it's your own drawing, you know, and your friends and your family are going to be going, oh, wow, that looks awesome. Okay, see that? Look at how cool that looks, right? And then you can even, let's take some white. Where'd my white go? I have a white here. Where'd my white go? Oh, here it is. So we could even take a white and we could start in the middle and then bring the white out and see if that does any change. Yeah, it smooths it out a little, doesn't it? So see the difference there? We'll do that to the blue one too, huh? Let's see. Let's try it to the blue one. I'm taking my white and I'm putting it on here and just kind of moving it around to get off any of that pink that was on here because I don't want it to get into my blue, right? So let's see if this makes a difference. Sometimes it makes a big difference and sometimes white doesn't make enough of a difference to justify all this extra work. But if you have a paper that's got a fine tooth on it, here I'll go into this more. If you have a paper like this area here looks a little bit like you could see the white space. See what happens when it's dirty? How it gets on there like that? But I mean, you can use your sharper end of it to brush it off, but if you don't want any in there, make sure you clean it first. So see how it really blends that out? You can start from the dark and then move over. If you move over in a pattern like a snake, go down and up, you can also get a more even of a blend like that. So hopefully, I don't know if you saw that, if you caught that or not. Let's do another one. So we're just going to blend, start with the bottom, you can go up. And then usually you're going to go over your black with this because you're going all the way across, but we'll just go over it with the marker. So see how it does blend it in a little bit, right? So, but this, when it's too close, I think you don't need to see all the little crumbs that come off of the thing. So I'll move it back a little. All right, so I'm just going to blend this right here. Okay. I might have to make this video in parts because I don't know. Yeah, I probably will. I'll have to stop it at some point and then put in another disc because I don't want the videos to be too long, you know. I'll just put them in sections. All right, so let's, that's good. So now this one looks like it kind of continues a little bit like over here. So to give that illusion like it's moving over, I'm going to do this in the same color. I think that'd be a good idea because then it'll look like it's going all the way through the picture, you know. So I'm using the Deco Pink again. And I'm just putting in the pink. Okay. Then I'm going to put in the hot pink. Put the hot pink in here. Okay. Go move it up. Okay, and I want to leave that middle spot because that's what gives it that shiny look and like this little pipe is bending. Wait till you see when I'm gonna get to this where I teach you how to do it. You're gonna have so much fun. All right, now I'm gonna take this one, which is magenta. Okay, this is magenta. Did I not tell you that before? Oh boy, that was bad of me. Okay, so I'm going to put magenta down here. Magenta. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to take, this one is dark purple. That is what I used, right? I forgot. And another thing too is when I'm working on the pencils, I leave them out. This time I mean on the, the ones I've used, I just leave them out laying next to me. I think I put it back when I was showing you my thing. That's why. But these are the ones I use. So, yeah. Yeah, but like if you have friends that love to color, tell them about me, you know, and just say, hey, you know what, actually, yeah, you know what, my friend Karen, she loves to draw too. I'm going to show her this, and then you guys can get online together and watch me together and color your masterpiece, the big one, you know. You guys could do it together. How fun would that be? That would be awesome. I hope I get enough people. I totally want to make it. Okay, so see how good that looks? Look at that. Doesn't it already it looks like a little masterpiece, right? Okay, so now we could just do something else here. Let's work on this area right here. All right. Believe me, these are not hard to draw. All right, so what we're gonna do now is let's grab I'm gonna grab a, which yellow is this? I don't want any lemon yellow. I want more of a, let's go with this deco yellow, okay? So this is deco yellow. All right, so I'm just gonna fill in this area here. This yellow. And if you are going to download this picture and you're going to coloring it, you're going to get used to these patterns too as you're coloring them in. So this is a good practice for you to draw your own. So when I show you how to draw it, I use these patterns in all my pictures. So you'll be using them again. You just put them in different areas. When I show you how and where to put them, I'm going to make it so easy for you. You're going to think, there's no way I could do that. And I'm telling you, there is. And you're going to be shocked. You'll be so happy. You should be really excited right now. I'm funny today. That's because I'm finally coloring. Oh, that moving sucked. Ugh, I never want to move again. It's just the absolute worst. Okay, so this here is yellow ochre. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I love my new house. I mean, moving into a new house is exciting in general, and I'm very happy and blessed by God, of course. I don't mean anything like that. I'm just saying that just the process of moving. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of putting it here on the side. See how I'm doing the shading here? I'm just kind of, here's my flicking technique that you see me. I use it a lot, and you use it a lot in here too. Actually, I could have done the pipe like that, but if I did the pipe with that technique by bringing it in, it's a little bit more of a jagged edge than if I did it like this. So, but here, you can just outline it, and then either way, circles or flicks, however, but just, you want to leave the middles open, just only do the sides. Because this whole picture, this whole style anyway, my extreme style, is based on really, really, really heavy shading, getting into shading, dramatic shading. I mean, we can even shade these with different colors, which we can do. That's what's so fun about these. It's all in your imagination. These, I'm telling you, they're just addictingly fun. Maybe I'm so excited about it because I haven't done them in a while. I've been coloring in other people's coloring books, and that's fun too, but I just didn't know people would like this. That's why I was doing those, because I know a lot of you all have those coloring books, but I mean, you know, in a way, I feel like you guys are, I mean, you're working so hard on your pictures, and then you just like, what can you do? If you rip them out of your book, you might wreck your picture. You can print them out, of course, and then copy it. But I just think it would be good if you could frame them and put them on your wall, you know. Just have a whole wall with just your art, you know. So, but with this, you can totally do that. You know, these are nice, and these would be awesome to frame. And you're going to do it on a bigger piece of paper. It'll be really awesome. All right, so now let's take a different color. Now let's do, how about this one? This is a mineral orange. You know, I wonder if I should be making a color combination chart for this that you can download when you download the picture. I should, huh? I will. All right, so I'm just taking the mineral orange now, and I'm layering it over the one I just put. because the layering is how you really get. I mean, yeah, I could think, oh, why did I even bother putting that other color if you're just going over it? Because you won't get that same effect. You won't. It'll look drier and it won't have that depth to the eye by layering. Layering is the trick. We're going to put another color over this too, I think. But you really want it to be dramatic and stand out. The layering is the key. The key that opens the extreme door. Yeah, I just made up that. I wonder if I should use that saying somewhere, huh? Okay. All right. Go. All right. Looks good. Let's throw in another color. Let's do a, let's see. I don't know. Let's pick this one. What's this one? A Tuscan Red. Let's try that. I'm going to put a nice Tuscan Red in here, just on the side. Do we like that? Yeah. Even if you don't like it, you know what happens? It comes out good anyway. You know, because of the way, the nature of this picture, no matter really what you do, you know. But yeah, this is pretty. And I'm not having a color scheme, like I'm not doing this all in greens, or I've done one before all in greens, all in blues, you know, all the different shades that came in with like all green, and then I would maybe use one color as an accent. But that's the thing about this. If you have a color scheme in your room, you can just do them in that color scheme to match. These pictures are a great conversation piece too, because there's so much involved in it. When you look at it, you know, like my husband likes me to hide a little eye in there, so I put an eye in some of mine, a little eye. I'll put a hide butterfly, you know, or little flowers, whatever. But yeah, you can have a lot of fun with these. But you got to practice like this first to get the shading down. So, but you see how I'm doing this, right? And hopefully you're coloring along and doing the same thing. But yeah, you know what? I need to fill out a color worksheet for this. You know what? If you have a color worksheet on it, a blank one, fill it in and make it, because when you print out my color worksheets on Etsy, the colors from your printer probably don't look anything close to what is on your pencil. So it's a good idea to take the worksheet and then immediately take a blank one and color it in with using your own pencils. So and then you'll have your own sheet, color worksheet, so it'll show you exactly you know, what your pencils look like in that color combination. Because I'm telling you, when you print it out, I know the colors are no way the same. Because even when I print it out on my printer, I have a hard time, because I'm saying, this doesn't look as bright, it doesn't look anywhere near as good as my original. So, unless you have a really awesome color printer. So, see how I'm just blending in the colors, and then just lightly going towards the middle. So harder on the side, like you can outline it here, and then just lighten it up as you get higher up. You mess up a little like I just did, it's alright. You can just go over it. Okay. Actually, that looks good. Actually, sometimes, by the way, sometimes mistakes turn out to be a good thing. Especially when you're drawing these original ones, because if you make a mistake somewhere, it winds up evolving into something totally else. So see, I'm just making a little shadow on this here to make it, I don't know why, it just kind of worked out that way. It wasn't planned for it. So I'm just kind of doing the same thing, darker, and then then just lightening it up as I move up to create a shade. If you don't like it, you can use your finger a little bit too if you want. I use that sometimes. There we go. Look how cool that's already looking nice, huh? So we've already did some pipes. Let's move over to this little guy here. I don't know, we haven't done purples yet, so let's grab out some purples. Let's do a lilac, and we'll put a oh, you know what? I'm going to pause it. Sorry. I'm going to make that color chart first, because before I get too far, it'll be too hard for me to recover. So let me get a color chart going. Okay, so I've started to make a little color chart for us. Okay, so this one here was the blue, and then I got the one for the pink. Now I'm just going to finish the one for the yellow here. And so when you get your chart, I decided I was going to film this instead of just not film it, so that you could do these on your own too if you come up with your own colors. You just got to get the blank chart, which I have. So this one is the yellow ochre, which is 942. So I just put it in here like so. Make sure I use the same technique that I did when I did the original. 942 is yellow ochre. So I just put the number here, right? And it's yellow ochre. Okay, and then we use a darker one, right? I use this Tuscan Red, so I'm going to put the Tuscan Red in here also. So like when you make yours, this is how I do it. I just put the color in the same way I did when I did the original one, you know, the one on the art piece. And they're fun to do too, believe me. Even making these are fun. It's all fun. Can you guys tell I really love coloring? Okay, and then I just do the same thing here. I'll make a little swatch with it. Just kind of go around a little circle, and then I just fill it in. And if you really want to be precise, go the opposite way, right? So that your circle doesn't look like it's all going in one direction, right? So take as much time. I mean, it's all part of the fun, right? There's no hurry to do anything. So however long it takes, right? All right, this is 937 Tuscan Red. That's part of the reason we do this, is to get rid of our stress. So it doesn't matter how long it takes us to do something, right? There's no hurry. We're doing this for our fun, so you could take time, even in the smallest little things. Okay, so that's that one. So then now I'm just gonna, that was for this one here. All right, so I was gonna start on the next colors here, and I was gonna do a purple, right? So I'm gonna do, and you know, another thing too that I want to teach you is, like, let's say you don't know if the colors are gonna go good together. So let's say you take a blank piece of paper and say, okay, I'm thinking about this purple, and then, like, what do you want over it? Let's say we're going to try this one, okay? So then you would say, okay, what does this one look over it? And you say, oh, okay, that looks nice. And then you try a different purple over that one and say, okay, I like that combination. So, all right, let's go for it. So then if you want to, you can either do your thing first. So pull out this one here that I grabbed was lilac. Okay, I'll just speed through this on the video so you don't have to watch the whole thing. Okay. Let's see, what do we want to do? I guess we can, well, we were going to do this little area, huh? So, all right, well, we'll do this one then. So I'm just going to go around here with that. Just color it along. Color in this whole area. I'm going to do the middle a different color. That's why I'm not going into that middle little area there. I think it'll be nice to put another color inside it. And you got to have a sharp tip on your pencils, because if you don't, you won't be able to get into all these little areas, you know. And, you know, if you can, I would get an electric pencil sharpener, because kind of a bummer sharpening them. You can sharpen it on a piece of paper too if you want to save your pencils from getting too sharpening. I mean, because you lose a little bit of the pencil, you know. But if you now this is the mulberry. If you let's see, how do we want to shade it? Let's shade it on the sides. If you want to save your pencil from, you know, getting eaten too quickly, you could just take a piece of paper and then just sharpen it on a paper. You know what I mean? Just like rub it like this and then like this, and just keep twisting it in your hand. Then it'll sharpen it. Okay, so see, I'm just doing the bottoms and then the sides, right? Bottoms, and sides. Okay. Okay, that's good, huh? Okay, then we're gonna put in that, which one? Dark purple, right? Was it dark purple that I used, or dahlia purple? Oh, I even forgot myself. Dahlia purple. All right, so we'll take the dahlia purple and just put it along the edges here to give it our little oomph that you know I love. I love color in general. It's so cool. I like the black and white. I have a wall with just black and white stuff too that I did. All right, so there, that's good, huh? Maybe even up here. Why not, right? Give it a little, give its box its own thing. All right, let's put, I don't know, let's do a, what should we put in the middle? Maybe let's put a hot pink in the middle, huh? Pink and purple go? Are they too close together? It's all right. Sometimes you could maybe put a bright yellow in here. You could have did a green, you know, whatever. Whatever tickles your fancy. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's do this one here. I think we'll do the background in a, oh, well, we could make it a sunset, or I could just do a blue. We'll just do a blue. It's in my hand. So I'm going to take some, this is the sky blue light that we were using before. And I'm just filling in this area here. Try not to go over the black, because it kind of does dull it a little. You can always, like I say, put it back in. Okay. There we go. If you hear that in the background, that's my son. He's playing video games. He sure loves his video games. I had to steer him away from some of the bad ones that I've been finding out there. Gotta watch them, that's for sure. Some of those games are pretty crazy. I actually made a video with him playing one. They're pretty crazy games. Okay, so there. Now I think we'll take some. Let's just use the same blue. I mean, it's sitting on my table. It's out. So what I'll do is go up here and make it darker towards the bottom. Right, lighter with my hand. See what good practice these are? Good for your backgrounds too. See, I'm just kind of going around in circles and feathering the color from out, darker out, and then just going in. This time I'm doing little circles. I'm not doing my normal flicking, but you can see. But it just gives a different look to it. So in this case, I didn't want it, but I'm showing you the difference in the techniques. So then I'm going back around again because I don't really want the streaks. I do the streaks a lot when I'm doing flowers because I want that in my flowers, but when you want something a little bit more smooth, you want to maybe go in a more of a circular way so you don't get the directional lines, you know. Okay, okay. It's already becoming a little miniature masterpiece, isn't it? There's actually a way that I learned where you can draw a circle like this and make it into a necklace, into a pendant. How cool is that? Make your own jewelry. There's so many things you can do with art, you know. You just gotta have the love and the desire and just... But if you're coloring it and you want to become better and you can even make money, like I say, on the big ones that I show you, you could sell it at some art shows or whatever. Or even if you're just coloring for fun. I hope you're enjoying that I'm doing this for you, because that motivates me for sure. I feel like, oh, I'm helping the world color be a more colorful place. Okay, so see? Look how pretty, right? See, it wasn't even hard to do at all. I want it lighter in here. Now let's take that dark. The Copenhagen Blue is out, so I might as well just use it. But any other darker blue would do. See, I don't like my pencil not being sharp. I'm sharpening my pencil. And just come around. Now I just want to do more of the ends. And because my pencil's sharper, you can actually see the swirls a little bit more. So that's why sometimes even when you first sharpen it, you might want to dull the tip just a little bit. It'll dull itself in a minute, in a second, after a couple of them. Okay. Look how pretty, huh? Nice, pretty. Are we close enough? I want to make sure I'm close enough. Should I get a little closer too? Maybe a little, huh? All right. I'm just going to come around here. And just make your line so that you could really see the color. And then, you know, we can use white to blend this more too, which I will do. So yeah, let's try it with some white. So I'm gonna get the white off the color that was on there before, and then let's see what happens if we do the white. Yeah, just blend it in. And we can put the dark back in, because a lot of times when you go over it, see how it dulls down the pretty the blue that we had there. So I'm using the sharper point to kind of really move the pigment around. I'm pushing really hard too. I mean, pretty hard, you know, to get that to blend. Then use your nice little brush for blending. Polish your picture, so pretty. All right, and I'm going to put the dark back in again because I really want it to be darker on the bottom, so I'm just making it extra perfect. This one, we're going to take a lot of time on it. When you're done, it'll be beautiful enough. You can make a copy of it and give it as a nice Christmas gift to someone this year, or Hanukkah gift, or birthday gift, or just because you're thinking about them. How cool is that? You can make a copy of it so you don't have to give them the original, you know. And it's okay, I will let you do that. You can make a copy of it and give it away, sell it, whatever you want. I don't care. There's no copyright on here, okay? On this one. Alright, so I guess I'm in just a giving mood. That's me. Alright, so we're just checking my battery. I got only a little battery, so this will be the end of this video. I'll make another one now. Alright, so, but I do want to finish this little guy up. Alright, so I hope you come back for the next video. I'm actually going to put this up now because then I'll check and see how many of you guys are replying back as I'm making the other video. I'll keep my YouTube open and I could see every time you make a comment. It's so fun. It's so cool. I love doing that. And then I'll be making the second half of this video while you're watching the first one. Okay, so I'm just finishing putting in the last little remnants here. Little touches to give more shade. Now if we wanted to, we can add a little pink in there. Well, maybe I should, huh? Just for definition. Either way, you can add some yellow in there, but remember, yellow and blue will make a green. So if you touched any of the blue, it would give a greenish tint to it. But yellow does look nice in skies, but you just got to be careful when you're putting it over the blue. I'm just going to leave it blue. On yours, if you wanted to, you can add a little pink back in here, whatever. Anyway, all right, well, thank you so much for watching. This is how the end of this one looks so far here. I'll put it on here. You get a better look of it here. So that is how this one is coming along so far. And I hope you're having fun doing it. And please come back for the next one. I'm going to be putting it up. I'll put up this one now. So when you're seeing this one, just know I'll be making the next one to follow. Okay? Thank you very much. And I'm going to also put this up right now for download. I'm not going to wait until all of them are done. I'm going to put it up now. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.